Okay, so now we got to get our character not just running and jumping, not just walking and running, but jumping. So if we go over to the animator, we need to set up this jumping. Right click, make transition from any state to jumping, and then right click, make transition to exit. So it's very similar process as before. We're going to click on this. First we need to set up a jump float. So we'll call this jump, and we will slide this over here, this animation duration, and make it quick. Now a jump does need to have an exit time, doesn't it? So we'll go ahead and turn that on. And right here, the condition we're going to set up is when jump, right here, jump is greater than 0. And then to turn it off, transition will be when jump is less than 1. Okay, so just like before, we'll save that. Now we'll go into our code view, our script here, and we are going to set up our jump in here. Okay, so I'm going to come on down here and then say if input.getAxis, and we need to find out what the axis is called here. And as you remember, we go into Unity, Edit, Project Settings, Input. We need to find and see if there's a jump axis for us. So we have horizontal, vertical, fire, run. Jump is set up, and it's the space bar, okay? And it is called jump. So we're good to go there. If we go back over to our code view, we'll type in jump. And if jump greater than 0, then, as before, we will animator dot set float jump to 1. All right. Go ahead and save that. Go back to our game, press play, and we're going to hit the space bar. Okay, nothing is happening. There it is. Okay, so he is jumping. It just took a while to exit into that jump. All right, let's play that again. See if we can't smooth this out. So I'm hitting spacebar. I have to hold it in though, and then he goes and jumps. Interesting. And he seems to stay where he was. So what we want is for him to jump in place. So right off the bat, we have a problem here, and let's go into our animator though and see why that delay is happening. And it could be because it has exit time. Let's go ahead and turn that off and see if that fixes it for us. Okay. So let's go back into our game here. We hit spacebar, and okay, so we do need exit time because then he's stuck in this transition right here. So we'll go to animator and make sure that it has exit time set up. And we'll let it transition to itself, so you can do multi-jumps. Has exit time for sure. Oh, okay, I see. The entryway does not need exit time. So on this entry, don't have an exit time. On this outro, though, we do want an exit time because we want the full animation of the jump to play. Go ahead and save that, press play, and what we should have now is an immediate jump. Now, he gets stuck there in that jump cycle, and it doesn't finish off. So what's going on? Let's go to this animator, click this, has exit time. Let's turn off fixed duration. So we won't do transition to self there. Over here, let's see here. Okay, there it plays smoothly. But he's off screen, so that's another problem. So what did we fix there? We went here and we made sure to turn off has exit time here. We gave it a fixed duration. Then we went over here, has exit time, and took off the fixed duration. And now our guy jumps right when we hit the button. Okay? Now let's see if he will come back to okay. So for some reason he just stays over here. And then when I hit a button, he's just moving around. And so we've got all this sporadic action happening. But we definitely need to do some fixing here. All right? because that's unacceptable. So what's happening is he's getting stuck on this has exit time. Let's click that off real quick. He's popping back to over here whenever we, and then he just goes into a jump loop. So we're going to turn on has exit time. So what we need to do in code is turn this off, this jump, so that he doesn't keep looping. So let's go back and finish the code here. If input.getAxisJump is greater than 0, animator.setFloatJump to 1, and then we'll go else, brackets, animator.setFloatJump 0, F. Okay? Save that, go back over to our game, press play. And now when I hit spacebar, it will go off screen and then slide back. That's what we want. We want it to turn off. And so all that stuff we were messing around here in the animator, I was getting a little confused there, and I had forgotten that we just need to go back into our code and set it to off. Otherwise, it's on continuously and it'll just loop around and loop around. So this is really important. Okay, so maybe that was confusing. I may go back and redo this if I can't get it to be unconfusing. So bottom line is you need to make sure you always turn it off when you're not hitting the space bar. Okay, let's go to our game, and in the next video, I'm going to show you how to solve the problem that arises when our character jumps forward, then slides back. Okay. See you then.